freak are y'all doing today? Today we'll be reacting to a video. Don't worry about this, okay? I was struggling. But we're finna react to a video. Hold on. Isn't it my recommended? Mr. Beast, what did he do? No fap. She begged me to take her back. Perfect.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, we can't. I'm not letting you go until you kiss me and tell me you love me.
Where you at, Bird?
Whoa. Y'all getting straight into the juice. Okay. Just make sure it's recording everything. Let's go.
Life can be really hard as a man growing up because honestly, in my opinion, I think we're actually way more emotional than women are. At least when we're still in the process of maturing as a man. Because when we're going through that phase of maturing, it's really hard for us as men to not feel like the weight of the world isn't on our shoulders. Just think about it for a second. If you were the type of guy that didn't get all the girls, people would probably think you're some type of loser. And if you
Hold on. Because he's spitting facts. I know water bottle. Okay. He spitting facts.
are getting a lot of women attention, then everyone suddenly thinks you're some type of player. If you're not the most bold and outgoing type of nigga, then you're a little bitch. And if you're the loudest nigga in the room, you might come off as some type of attention seeker or even arrogant. And I can go down this list forever. And obviously this is like a really immature way to view men, right? But the actual reality is a lot of us deal with this internally, like real bad. Burdened with the feeling of every day trying to be good enough for everybody else. Just wanting to feel appreciated by the people we appreciate. Wanting to feel important. And most of all, just wanting to feel loved. And even though as a young adult, I'm still here figuring this shit out myself, I can confidently tell y'all that it gets a lot better. Life is all about the lessons.
Is he capping?
Man.
Shut up. Trying to think.
You gotta take the small wins in the biggest losses. In other words, my nigga, learn from your mistakes. God willing, you're blessed enough to live a long, healthy life. Bro, time is on your side, bro. And you gotta be comfortable taking it. A lot of my stories, I tell them this.
You supposed to be talking about the girl. Why are you trying to be deep with me? I just got out of church. Like 2-3 hours ago. Still.
Channel have to do with my trials and tribulations with women. And bro, today I can tell y'all I'm the most confident I've ever been with women. But it's only because of those L's, my nigga. If it wasn't for those past L's in relationships, I would still have that young, insecure mindset no matter how old I got. And don't let that go over your head. Experience is everything, my brothers. If you haven't already, make sure you check out this story on my channel. It's pretty much the part 1 to my brothers. If you haven't already, make sure you check out this story.
She said he's just a friend. I don't care.
On my channel. It's pretty much the part 1 to today's story, and it's honestly one of my most underrated videos. But assuming that you guys have already seen it, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick
Well, you gonna give us something we might
summary just to bring you up to speed of what's going on in today's story. I was dating this girl named Willow back in 9th grade, and believe it or not, this woman was my first real girlfriend. I was head over fucking heels in love with this girl, bro. And if y'all niggas know anything about that first love, man, the puppy love is real. For the most part though, Willow was really good to me. Now back in 9th grade, I didn't really have the freedom or the resources to see Willow that much outside of school. So the only time I'd really get to hang out with her was like bathroom breaks in between classes. So a lot of our relationship was left up to my imagination. Eventually, some kid named David transferred to our school. And eventually they started to become friends, and eventually I started to become an insecure little bitch. If you want to know the exact details of what went down, check that video out. I'll leave a link in the description. But pretty much after forcing my girlfriend away by having insecurities of another man, eventually my girlfriend broke up with me,
Dang.
as she fucking should. And now that we're up to speed, at this point in my life, I was literally broken, my nigga. There's nothing in this world like that first heartbreak, bro. Walking around literally a shell of your old self. Weight so heavy in your chest you could barely fucking breathe. Constantly getting that urge to just reach out and beg for her love and affection. Real shit. I'm keeping it a stack with y'all. I was down so fucking bad. There were so many nights I was sitting on my phone just typing out paragraphs ready to send that shit, trying to do anything, trying to get Willow to come back to me. Luckily, there was something in my soul preventing me from sending those messages.
What prevented you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I was convinced she was the one, man. I would have did anything to get her back. I needed her back. But there was one big problem. The nigga I was insecure about, she ended up dating that nigga. Now some of you...
That's the end of the video. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I gotta wash these dishes. What? What? What did you say to me? Dang.
Y'all could argue that I was right and had every reason to be insecure. But as you get older, man, at some point, you gotta stop pointing the finger and take some accountability. What she did was wrong, sure. But if I was a confident young nigga not accusing her of cheating left and right with no evidence, trying to control her every move, maybe I wouldn't have lost her to him. Regardless, that's my point of view of having years of reflection. Back in that moment, I didn't quite see things the way I do see them now.
He teaching a lesson. Y'all need to listen. Cause he might be onto something. Maybe this one, well, I'm in talk stage now, but maybe this is what I've been saying my whole life.
So one day, maybe like 2 or 3 months after the breakup, I'm sulking every day. I'm just soaked in my sadness. While I was scrolling on my phone, for the first time in a long time, another woman caught my attention. I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw this girl named Kathy. Now the reason why Kathy stood out to me, I'm not really sure. But this was a big deal because this was the first girl since the breakup who actually caught my attention. I thought she was cute and she happened to be a couple years older than me. So when I was in 10th grade, she was actually a senior. Something came
Cedric, I heard you like him old.
over me, I shot my shot, I happened to score, and boom, we're vibing. Before I knew it, me and Kathy are texting every day, and she even had her own car, so sometimes she would come scoop me from my house and we were hanging out in person every once in a while. We called it a little vibe. All that sounds great, right? But the biggest issue was, I was still so madly in love with Willow. I'm ashamed to admit it, but like every 10 seconds, bro, I'm like checking this girl's Instagram and Twitter, just trying to see if she posted some shit that could halfway relate to me. For example, if she like tweeted some song lyrics that I could have potentially seen in a light that she was talking about me, I would get in my feelings about it. I don't even know if she was subtweeting me to begin with. I was just in my own head of insecurity, making up scenarios in my head, just like, oh, if she tweeted that, it had to be about me. So I had to go out of my way to try and, I don't know, get her attention somehow. And as a result of that, I went so far off the deep end, I started posting Kathy. Let me make this clear. The first time I hung out with Kathy in person, I posted her on my page. Some of y'all might not understand how big of a deal this is. When you start posting a girl on your social media, that's already like some exclusive type of shit. Like some girls don't even get that 2 months into a relationship, bruh. So I was just like flexing this girl because my whole thing was I needed Willow to see that I was doing all right. And before you know it, I ended up in a relationship with Kathy. Now let me give you a little bit more information about this girl. She was
off the bat, off the muscle. He got it better than me.
Everything a nigga could ask for at 16. Willow aside, when I would walk around with Kathy, like all the bros used to give me props like, damn nigga, you got yourself a baddie. Like,
hook me up.
Bro, Kathy was beautiful. She was real smart, and most importantly, her heart, bro, Like, she was too kind-hearted, like so kind-hearted, man. I remember late nights where I felt like nothing was going my way and I was just down bad venting, and she was just always there for me, you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter what it was, she would always hear me out, she would always give me advice, and she was just like peace. Like, I don't know if you guys have someone in your life like that, but I just remember at the time.
I can't wait to get to this milestone. Why you not with her no more though? She sound like the keeper. I'm just saying. Man, if I had somebody like that, no, I'm not trying to down on. I'm just saying. Like, imagine how that would feel. Having somebody as your P with a CE at the end. Trico, you gonna be my piece? No? Okay.
It was like, yo, this girl brings me peace. She was really there for a nigga. She was the type of person where back in high school, every single time I had a basketball game, she would come to every single game.
Nice.
And if that wasn't enough, she would make a new poster with my name on it, my jersey number and everything, every single game. A new one. She's not bringing the same one. She'd make a new one every single game, bro. Like, she was just technically the perfect girlfriend. And I'm saying all this because I need y'all to understand how fucked up it was that I was dating this girl, bro. Like, I didn't deserve her because the only woman I was thinking about was still Willow. She was literally just my rebound to try and get Willow's attention. To this day, I feel bad about it, man. Like, she didn't deserve that shit, but I'm here to tell y'all the truth, and I'm telling y'all the truth. But the only grace I kind of provided myself, not saying that it's right at all, but I wasn't thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this was kind of happening impulsively. And again, I'm not saying it's right. For all you niggas in the comment section ready to talk shit, I know I'm wrong. I'm telling y'all the story, bro. But the only innocence that I can kind of give myself was, I'm not doing this out of a place like, oh, I don't give a fuck about Kathy's feelings. I'm just, I don't know.
Give me Kathy. 8 minutes? Jesus Christ. Give me Kathy. I want Kathy. She was just my rebound.
Pimping her out or some shit. Like, it wasn't even a thought. It was just reaction. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing something without thinking, I wasn't stopping and thinking. I was just doing. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I guess I just sound like I'm making excuses for. No. I'm not even just sound like I'm making excuses. I literally am making excuses for myself. But it is what it was, bro. I'm telling y'all exactly what it was. I just wanted to prove to Willow that I was good without her. And it got so bad. From Kathy's perspective, I was treating her like a fucking queen. Every last lunch dollar that I saved up, bro, I always spent it on the most expensive dinners that I could afford for me and Kathy. But I would post it. I'd buy her gifts. I'd take her out on zoo dates. Anything I could possibly do, bro, I was doing it for Kathy, bro. But the catch was, I just had to show Kathy off to the max, bro. I had to prove to Willow I was straight. Your boy wasn't tripping about you. I wasn't tripping about no bitch. I wasn't.
You know what type of person does that? Agents. I don't know. Chat. I'm saying chat like I'm just saying.
Tripping about shit. Well, at least that's what I wanted Willow to think. And poor Kathy was just being strung along for the ride the whole time. Every smile, every joyful moment that we had together that she so clearly held dear to her heart, bro. It was, I guess, really just a game, man. But it didn't feel that way. It didn't feel that way to me either. But the reality was, it was what it was. I do really feel at this point in time, I was just doing shit out of insecurity, bro. I don't know what to call it, but I obviously wasn't thinking about Kathy's feelings. But boom, I I remember this shit so fucking vividly because it's crazy. Me and Kathy finally got to the point in our relationship where she wanted to meet my mom. I didn't think much of it. I was like, cool, for sure, let's do it. So it's a Saturday morning, Kathy gets dropped off in my house. We're sitting down at the kitchen table with my mom, and anybody that knows me personally knows my mom can talk her fucking ass off, bro. Like, a conversation with my mom's gonna feel like a goddamn job interview. But mama knows best, bro. Because this is the crazy part. The day goes by or whatever, Kathy finally leaves. I'm sitting there talking to my mom and she's like, oh wow, she's really nice. I like her. I'm like, yeah, me too. Why are you dating her? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's my girlfriend, Mom. And then she was like, Wyatt, I know you. I can tell when you're not into something. And you're not into this girl. What's going on? Bro, what the fuck? I know we hate to admit it, bro, but our parents know us. They're not dumb, nigga. They know.
Disney making a new movie? Oh, my bad.
What the fuck is going on? Because what was even crazier about this moment is I didn't even realize what was going on until my mom pointed it out. Just with one conversation with Kathy and me for the first time, my nigga, my mom was able to observe some shit like that. Whatever it was, she could just tell my heart wasn't in this. Granted, I did not give my mom the benefit of the doubt in that situation. I brushed it off and I was like, Mom, you don't know what you're talking about. Me and Kathy are good. Like, chill. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But the reality was, after that night, I noticed that shit, bro. Like, every single moment that I spent with Kathy after that, it wasn't the same. Nothing was the same. When Kathy would tell me about her day, I'd get super annoyed. When she'd ask me to hang out, I get annoyed because I really didn't want to hang out with her. And worst of all, when she wanted to like get intimate with me, I would literally feel like repulsed by the idea of like kissing her and shit. It was crazy, bro. And after maybe like 2,
This dude's out here like this. Really, you got me. A person who wants all of this. Like, Kathy, where were you when I needed this? Well, I don't need no more because I'm kind of jealous. Like, still, but still, come on, man.
3 weeks max, bro.
Ow.
One day I just woke up like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I in this relationship? Nothing about this felt right. But there was something else I realized. I wasn't thinking about Willow anymore. Over the past 3 weeks, all I could think about was me and Kathy's relationship. But I wasn't thinking about Willow. And suddenly, like, this huge weight came off of my shoulders. I felt my confidence coming back. And everything was starting to just seem clear again. I finally just got over this girl who I thought I was in love with, but she was really just the first girl to ever break my heart. But now I have a bigger issue. I need to break up with Kathy. It didn't matter how bad this shit was about to hurt her feelings, but I had to do it. I owed it to her. I couldn't go another day wasting her time in this relationship because I put her through this bullshit.
I'm pretty sure she the person that made that I hate N-word song. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up because I just wasn't all the way in it, bro. And when I finally had the time to think about that shit, I was like, I can't keep doing this to her. I don't want to keep doing this to myself. I don't want to keep like faking this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like before I was faking it, I guess not really thinking about it. But now that like it was clear, I was like, bro, I'm not going to keep putting her through this shit. Like, it's not fair to her. And even though I was in the wrong, it wasn't fair to me either. I'm done acting like a little bitch. It's time to stand on business. Now, even though this wasn't going to be an easy task no matter what did make it even worse, I'm not going to lie, the next time I was supposed to see Kathy was the same day that we had a dinner planned. And I wasn't about to just break up with her over text or like over the phone because that's just weak as fuck, especially everything I put her through. Because remember, from her perspective, this shit's coming out of nowhere. So it's like, at the very least, I had to man up and do it face to face. But there wasn't really like a time gap
N-words
for us,
ain't crap.
for me to like figure that shit out. Like, I came to this realization, I had dinner with her parents that night. So
Her
it is
parents.
what it is. So boom, 8 p.m. comes, we're sitting at the dinner table, we're chopping it up. I'm eating dinner with her family, we're laughing, you know, regular dinner shit, whatever.
Oh.
Everything goes smooth for the most part. Dinner's finally over. Her parents go upstairs, it's just me and Kathy in the living room. We're sitting on the couch, but it's quiet, bro. And every second that went by, the silence was getting louder and louder. Babe, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Why do I feel like something's off? You're never like this. There's something I think we should talk about. What's going on? Did something happen? Yeah, something did happen. And I'm really sorry for what I'm about to tell you. What? What are you talking about? Listen, before you say anything else, just please hear me out. We need to break up. What the hell are you talking about? Why? I wish none of this went down the way it did. I really didn't mean for any of this to happen, but the reality was I wasn't ready for this relationship. The truth is, for most of our relationship, I haven't gotten over my ex. And I guess there was a part of me that always knew this, but somehow my emotions got mixed up and confusing that I wanted to do this with you. But the reality is, I think I just got into this relationship to distract me from my true feelings. Now, this is where shit kind of went real crazy, because after I said that shit, it was almost as if everything I said went in one ear and out the other. Cause no funny shit, Kathy's face was blank and she was like, I know you love me. It's okay. We don't need to break up. Wait a minute. What?
Oh man, here we go. You didn't pick the right one. You got a delusional one. You got a yonder. You got a yandere, my boy. She one of them. She kill. She kill in words over stuff like this. Let me get my sucker. This is getting there. This is flat. What the fuck?
I said it's okay. I love you. And I know you love me. Just come here and let's kiss and everything will be okay. So now I'm like hella confused because not only did she not seem to process anything that I just confessed to, it almost seems like she wasn't even upset. She just wanted to kiss and make up. But the problem was
She wanted to make
I
out.
couldn't allow that to happen, you know what I'm saying? After everything I put Kathy through, I was not about to fake it again for her or myself. I couldn't do this any longer. Like, we had to break up. I needed to be single and I needed to focus on myself. Kathy,
That's
I
what
don't
they all
think you
say.
understand. I'm sorry, but we can't be together anymore. Baby, you don't know what you're talking about. None of that matters. We've been happy together. We should just stay happy together. Please, babe. Look, I'm trying to tell you, we can't. I can't be with you anymore. Like, I care about you, I really do, but I've gotta focus on me. I love you. No, please.
They going through some
Don't
fucking
leave
problem.
me. Yo, this girl started fucking crying her eyes out, dude. I love you, Berto. Please. I'll do anything. Just please don't leave me. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I knew what had to be done, but I've never seen Kathy like this before. She's always happy. She's always like
Oh,
perfect. You know what I'm saying? And now she's just like tripping. She was literally like the most loving, most happy person that I knew.
her last ex freaked her out. Or she been through some stuff, man. This is all your fault.
And here I am, breaking her fucking heart, bro. Because I was too ignorant and too fucking selfish. But I couldn't allow myself to go through with that shit. We had to break up. Whether she wanted to accept that shit or not, bro, us being together was just a recipe for disaster. At some point, I gave her a hug, just trying my best to console her. But it got so bad, she literally just started screaming and crying like, I'm not letting you go until you kiss me and tell me you love me. Bruh, what the fuck? Eventually, her parents heard the commotion. They came downstairs and they're like, what happened? I end up explaining to them what's going on and they kicked me the fuck out of that house. Deservingly so. Like, from their perspective, we just had a great dinner together and then here I am breaking their daughter's heart. I was kind of a piece of shit. I deserved
You are.
that. After that, my mom picked me up and I went home. But I learned a valuable lesson that day, bro. Any decision made out of insecurity and jealousy is never the right decision. And the crazy thing is, without Kathy, I don't know when and if I was ever going to realize that Willow was just puppy love. Like, it was just a, temporary thing. Like, I was gonna get over it. But it was my relationship with Kathy that forced me to get over it, if you know what I'm saying. But in return, all I did was break her heart and potentially start her cycle of insecurity. And it sucks, man, because in a weird way, like, she was just my lesson. And sometimes that's just how life works. But as I've gotten older, I've learned to forgive myself for my wrongdoing to others. Because at the end of the day, it made me a better person. And I was able to reflect on those mistakes. And now I hope in some way, shape, or form, she became a better person from our experience together as well. And that's a hard pill to swallow too, because maybe I scarred her and just made shit worse. I don't really know, man.
She's probably a billionaire right now. She could be Beyonce in disguise, yeah.
And I guess this isn't really like the most positive ending to the story, but it is the real ending. But just to bring it back full circle to what I was talking about in the beginning of this video, life is full of lessons, bro. You just gotta find them. And as a man growing up in this world, sometimes we just make mistakes. Sometimes we're so emotional, we wanna do the right thing so bad that we end up doing the wrong thing trying to do the right. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. But continue to give yourself grace, continue to trust God, and continue to keep an open mind.
Amen,
because
God,
it's never too late to be better, man. Never too late. That's all I got for y'all on this one. I'll see you in the next one.
Where you at, Birdo?
I thought the beat was in the drum or something. Well, chat. That was a good video. Do not disturb. I don't want to play Grand Theft Auto. Okay. That was a good video. Hope you guys love and subscribe. Because there will most definitely be more. Oh, I can see myself in the corner. Hey. Yeah, that was a good video. And catch you on later. For sure. Peace. Yes, I do.